Hello, we meet again. Trust your day is good, has been good, and is going to be good. Today, I would like to talk about bosses who micromanage. Before you ask the question, why is Granny talking about micromanaging bosses? Well, I have been a HR person for more than 35 years. So I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. So, who are these micromanaging bosses? Who are they? They could be someone who had just started work as a manager, someone who came up rank and file, so they do not or may not have the qualification to support their knowledge. Or it could be just a narcissistic boss. So remember, all of us started working because we needed to put food on the table. We needed to ensure our children get good education. We needed to pay loans. Those are some of the reasons why we started work. So at work, sometimes you meet people who micromanage, the bosses especially. So when they micromanage, they will tell you exactly how they want something done. That is one. Number two, when they micromanage, they will tell you that their things are priority, even though you know that whatever they need is not something very important, but they have that insecurity in them. So they start micromanaging. Okay? And some could be micromanaging because they may have heard some rumors about you. And they say, oh, now let me check everything that you do. Yeah, so I have gone through all this. That's the reason why I could sit here and give you the advice. I've gone through exactly every single thing that I just said. Okay. So the important thing is, firstly, you need to decide whether that job is needed. Do you need that job? Do you really have to be in that job? If you do not work there, what are your options? Some people don't like micromanaging bosses, so what do? They will look for another job and move on. Some, they can actually tolerate micromanaging bosses if they know how to manage. And I'll tell you today, I'll share with you my experience on how to manage micromanaging bosses. It's very simple. It's easy as long as you could identify the reasons why they are micromanaging. Sometimes you can't take the reason away. You can't. So just manage them. Some people call it managing upward, okay, or managing your boss. Whichever way it is, see, when you manage a micromanaging boss, you are doing it not for that boss's benefit, you are doing it for your own benefit. Do remember that. Okay? So here's the trick. There are a few things that you can do. Number one, when the boss gives you a task to do, and if they tell you how to do it is even good enough, even though it could be the most inefficient way, it's okay. Get it done fast, finish it, pass it back to them. That way, your other tasks will not be backing up, becoming backlog. Okay? Finish it. Number one, finish it, pass it back to them. Sorry about that sound. Number two, when you have a micromanaging boss, okay, whatever they say, you can always counter argue saying that I think there is a better way to do this, but let us try your way first. Because you see, when they micromanage, they're doing it out of insecurity that their performance will be affected. Maybe they're expecting a high bonus. Maybe they're expecting a promotion. Maybe they're expecting a salary hike. So they want to show their bosses, their own bosses, that they are good performers. So they try to make sure that everything that they do, everything that they present as if it has come from them looks good. So they start micromanaging. So you can actually suggest, say, boss, tell you what, let's try your way. If it works, good. You will be the genius. If it doesn't, can we try my way? Yeah. Sometimes you just have to be a bit political at work. Okay? Now, you have to remember, you will only survive in your job, in your role, if you support your boss to achieve his targets, his objectives, and his work-related key performance indicators. Otherwise, you will not be needed there. Any organization, be it a small company or a large company, it's the same. Okay? So even if, let's say, you feel that, oh, this guy is micromanaging, remember, you are there to support him. Okay? So number 3 is that provide as much support as you can, because the more support you give, the more support they see coming from you. It could be their work-love language. It could be their work-love language where people support them. I've had a boss who, like, she loved it when someone goes to her and say, hey, can I help? She just loves it, you know. That's her love language. And well, too bad, she left the company, so we left at the same time. So basically, you have to remember, okay, if you make an offer to the person and say, boss, do you have something that you would like me to help you with, then the trust will be built, and then eventually the micromanaging will stop. See, all of us like to look at micromanaging in a very negative connotation. We don't try to understand the other person. But remember, someday maybe when you become a boss yourself, you become a manager, you might also micromanage, because you will have the insecurity. If you have never been a manager before, if you've never been a boss before, never been a leader before, these micromanaging tendencies are there to surface anytime. Okay? So now, if you do have a micromanaging boss at work, I've given you 3 ways of how to deal with the person. Okay, please put in a comment your experiences. I'll try to comment on that, and let's share and grow together. Okay, watch this space for more HR related tips. Okay, Granny can also give HR advices. So till I see you in another video. Have a good day. Take care of yourself and stay safe.